I have 2 points that are going to completely contradict one another, yet both hold validity in and of their own way. The first thing I want to say is you cannot be inspired or motivated or driven or given this resiliency without driving your inspiration or drawing your inspiration more so from somewhere. You have to absorb content in some sort in order to curate your own thoughts, because you don't just, no one has thoughts completely on their own. That's never happened in human history. Nobody's made a completely new thought without some sort of inspiration along the way. And somebody's going to go and say, oh, gravity, oh, this or that. There's always some form of influence in the slightest way, with the clothes that person wore on that day, and what this happened on that day, and what they brushed their teeth with, and what they surrounded themselves with for months and months and months. What I listened to podcasts for months and months and months. Then I have my own thought that's sparked by these things that I'm being fed subconsciously over and over and over again. That's what allows me to have a creative and original thought. It seems original, but I'm feeding and cultivating an environment that will allow me to have these thoughts. If I just sit and focus on basketball over and over and over again, only watch game film over and over and over again, do you think I'm going to have more ideas that are geared towards basketball and the game of basketball and things that are new in basketball? Or am I going to have ideas that that are, about astrophysics? You know what I mean? There's not going to be a correlation between the two. It's much less likely that I'm going to do that unless I surround myself with the things that I want to create. So if I want to create a future for myself that I've always wanted to live, and I want to have ideas that are different and intelligent and catered toward my goals that I'm pursuing, I have to surround myself with people who are like-minded. I have to surround myself with podcasts and books and things that are aligned with what my goals are. Secondly, what's completely going to contradict what I just said, you have to get off of the internet. Get off of the internet. And it contradicts it only in the sense of inspiration if you only draw from the internet, which is like podcasts and things of that sort of, what involves technology. But you can draw your inspiration from how the wind blows, how your girlfriend loves you, how your mom loves you, how your dad loves you, how your friends love you, how things hurt you. You can draw inspiration from negative, but if you have a positive mindset, you can make something positive out of a negative aspect or something that you're going through. So get off the internet, specifically. Get off the internet. Don't stop drawing inspiration. So I guess they don't really contradict each other as much as I thought they did originally. You have to focus on where you draw inspiration and energy from, and you can control what thoughts you put out, or at least give yourself some sort of guidance in getting there. And just get off the internet. You are melting your brain. I'm kind of talking to myself here like I normally do with this channel. I need to get off the internet. There's almost nothing good that comes from it. And I always tell myself, like, I need inspiration in order to think of another video or another this, another that, which, to a certain extent is true, but not as much as I'm on it. I don't need 3 hours of screen time in order to get an idea. I could be watching YouTube. I get that social media and that's the internet still, but I'm not just mindlessly doom scrolling. That's the main thing that I'm talking to that's pertaining to getting off the internet, is just stop mindlessly scrolling. If you're watching something where you have conscientiously clicked on something that is supposed to push you closer to your goals, then I think that's not what I'm trying to say to stop doing. Stop doing things that are negatively going to affect you on the internet. Stop scrolling. Stop going on TikTok. Stop going on Instagram. Stop going on all these things every single day, all day. Try to take days without it. That's why here recently I haven't been really posting on Instagram and TikTok as much, because I just want to give myself some space and some distance and be inspired and still get ideas and put them in my notes. Whenever I want to post them, I will, and focus on things that are more aligned with what I'm aligned with. And I enjoy brain rot like anybody else does, and just looking up dumb shit. I enjoy having fun, and I think there's a time and place for it. But I also think if you just surround yourself with clicking on something that entertains you and distracts you, it's going to do exactly that and continue to entertain and distract you from pursuing and achieving your goals. So that's the message for tonight. Control how you inspire yourself, control what you watch, control what you intake, and then also just get off the damn internet. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, have a blessed one.